Hi, everybody. Ẹ káalẹ́ o. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa yìí. Hello, Sim Sim Sim. I hope you're still celebrating. Hello, Miss Endless Sanctuary. How are you? Hi, everyone. Hello, Mr. Tola. I am good. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Miss Endless Sanctuary. How are you doing? Come on in, say hello. Come on in, say hello. Come on in, say hello. You know how sometimes you have to say something 3 times or 7 times? Sim 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 says, hi, everybody. Mr. Tola said, welcome on board. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys have had a great day so far. I was just going to say a week so far, but today, in middle of the week, so it's still a day. Anyway, say hello when you come in. Introduce yourself. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to the probably the most positive platform, because we have zero tolerance for negativity. You start it, you get blocked. Hi everyone. I'm still celebrating and giving thanks. That's the spirit. That's all I want to know. Thank you, Ms. Ellen Sanctuary. Hi everybody. Have y'all started summer break? Or I think those on the East Coast and West Coast, y'all still in school, right? Because Ottawa and South, like if you're in let me see. Hi, is this your first time here? Oluwayemisi, is this your first time joining us tonight? If those of us in the South, I think most schools, if not all schools, are already on break. Graduation season everywhere is like, Lord have mercy. Uh Third, okay, welcome back again. Um, it's like I live in this very small town, and I'm so used to my small town. Like if you want to get to Walmart in like 5 minutes, you can get to Walmart in like 5 minutes. There's no traffic and nothing. But whenever you see traffic in my small town, I know people are around. Like, any people today? From where? So that's what graduation week has been. Rejoicing with everybody, but it's like, okay, let's celebrate and you all go back. You can leave the town now, because just being at this traffic light for like what over 1 minute, like what, and we're not doing it. But anyway, hi everyone. This is Attorney Abisola Adebola Olale, immigration attorney based in Alabama, representing immigration clients in all 50 states. Got an immigration case. If it's a case that we can do, we will be glad to represent you. I had a very good day today. I hope you all had a great day today. Today was really productive. You know how you feel like you've achieved, you've really done a whole lot when you get work done. You're like, we've gone, pat on the shoulder, yeah, because when you've got like days like y'all ever have that when you're really really energized to work, and then there's some days are like, not today, not today, Satan, not today. It's not going to be today. Today's one of those days where I was, I felt very productive. So I hope you've had a productive day, at least the start of your week, speaking things into existence, believing that whatever it is that you're still waiting on God for, He is going to do, and He never disappoints. So, well, yes, welcome to Save Non-Toxic Space. Please follow, share, and subscribe. Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. All platforms is at Olale Immigration. So welcome in, welcome in. We're going to do questions tonight. So start putting your questions in the comment section. Disclaimer, general information. Anything specific to your case, you would have to schedule a paid session so that we can have that in-depth discussion, and we'll gladly do that on your behalf. Hello, Miss Fundi. How are you? It's been a minute. I hope you've been well. So put your questions in the comment section. We'll try to. So that's what we're doing tonight. No topic planned. Because I try to do questions night every third live. So I think this is the fourth one, whatever the case may be. So tonight is question night. So it's immigration questions asked away. If you need to contact our office, phone number is 334-341-4475. Website is 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕.com. We'll be glad and honored and privileged to work with you on this immigration journey. Approvals, sending new packages out because we know lives are going to change. Knowing that people don't have to just study and wait on people to employ, that they can do like national interest waiver on their own, meaning self-petition based on your degrees. Knowing that you don't have to be stuck in an abusive marriage, you can self-petition based on VAWA. Knowing that you don't have to be permanent resident forever, you can actually apply for citizenship. And talking of citizenship, one of the cases, sorry, my client became a citizen. I was admitted as a citizen. I was sworn in as a citizen, I should say, on Friday. I remember our very first consultation back in January, and she was scared. Like, I'm the kind of attorney that I get bored easy. So I just don't know how to take safe cases. I tell you, if you're looking for an attorney who's got 100% success rate in everything they do, I'm not your attorney. I'm not, because I do not do safe cases. That's just not me. I get bored easy, and I love to challenge myself. So when something is looking complicated, that's where I should like, okay, law. But anyway, she's been a green card holder since 2014. So she's been qualified for citizenship since 2019, but that was just some issues that had transpired, and she was like, hey, I'm just really scared. And I'm like, this is what the plan is. This is how we would address anticipated questions, and filed her case March 7th, was when USCIS received it. 2 months and a week later, she was sworn in as a citizen. She's a citizen now. There's nothing too difficult for God to do. Nothing. There's nothing that scares you, that scares the heck out of you, that God cannot handle. So fear sometimes will paralyze us. It doesn't mean that errors or mistakes are justified. It just means that grace abounds, and he's not going to let our past continue to punish us and prevent us from enjoying that blessed and favored future that he has in store for us. In the story, just got to take a leap of faith. So we rejoice with her. Just so happy when she sent me the photo of her certificate and the flag. I was like, wow, that's God right there. So if that's your story, and if you think it's something we can discuss, call us 334-341-4475. We will be glad to evaluate your case and work with you on this immigration journey. Same number, you can text us, WhatsApp, direct text messages. But easiest way to schedule a meeting is going through our website, 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. Please subscribe to YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All of that will be very much appreciated. All right, people, let's talk immigration. Okay, so if you're just joining us, welcome. This we can do live every Tuesday and Thursday evening, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and everybody else can. Amen. Hello, Finest Jandy. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Yeah. So put your questions in the comment section. That we'll try to do 2 rounds if possible. Hello, Miss Nayowoli. How are you? Okay, Chichola, you're on Facebook and there. My lawyer, assistant lawyer, she will definitely put God first and do her best for you. Thank you. Any nice weekend. Nice to know. How's my young lady doing? Oh my God. Well, I was going to say, I was like, well, look at her. I mean, apple didn't fall too far from the tree, right? I hope she had a good weekend as well. Okay. Okay, I guess your question is, what does prima facie determination mean? In a nutshell, it's just basically when you file a VAWA case, USCIS sends you your prima facie determination and telling you that you can use that to apply for, we've conducted an initial review of your case and found it to establish prima facie. Basically saying that if we were to approve this case, short trip to West Virginia, okay, That's good. Talking of short trip. Let me go. Okay. Give me a, it's been a while I went somewhere. Because I'm very spontaneous. I love traveling. I got that traveling bug from my mom. I love traveling. I just up and go. Just up and go. But basically, it is USCIS issues that to you, and it's their way of saying that we have reviewed your file, and if we were to approve this file at this time, it is approvable. But because we haven't done an in-depth review of your case, we are giving you this to just let you know that you've established prima facie determination. Face value is approvable. Now you are classified as a qualified alien, and based on that, you are eligible for these benefits that you can continue to apply for: housing vouchers, food stamps, financial aid, Medicaid, until we make a decision in your case. So that's why once you get the initial one, until your case is approved, you're going to keep getting extensions from USCIS. So that's the prima facie determination in a nutshell. Hello, Ms. Giwa, how are you? Can I request for traveling parole? Let me put this. Can I request for traveling parole if my case was before immigration judge and was later dismissed and my case was reopened by USCIS? Can you apply for advanced parole? Yes, you can. Once again, general information, nothing specific to anyone's case. Can you apply for advanced parole? Yes, you can. The fact that you were once before an immigration judge does not prevent you, because your case has been dismissed. That's the end of that. So that doesn't prevent you from being able to qualify for advanced parole. If you're still in immigration court, then that's different. You're out. However, whether or not you can travel, that's a question for your lawyer, because your lawyer knows your case, and that they will be in the best position to give you advice as far as whether they recommend for you to travel or not. Okay. Veronica, nice. Hello to you as well. Veronica, is this your first time here? If you're still on, let me know. This is your first time here. Hello, Mr. How are you? I hope your weekend was blessed, and I hope you're doing well. Good evening, Timmy Talkway. How are you doing? Yeah, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm smiling now. If you know what happened today. Hmm. 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 So I had, I had a client who had some issue, especially PD requests and all that. This guy is gonna get to the court and say before the judge that I did not serve, because the judge was asking, okay, have you guys try to work through a PD request? He says no, because we didn't submit any. Huh? I was like, someone's trying to prank me here. I guarantee I'm being pranked. The one thing about me is I can smile with you all day. Don't play with my integrity. If I mess about, I'll tell you, but don't play with my integrity. If I tell somebody something, please understand. Question goes in front of the judge. And so after after the hearing, I was going to send him. I talked to the client. If your client is the one calming you down, you already know that I was heated. Like, y'all don't want to see me mad. And that's one of the things I can stand a whole lot of things, but lies and something like this, I can't stomach. Anyway, it's gonna email like, what did you say happened? Like, because now you make me look like I lied to the judge. But anyway, before I can even email him, I think he knew what was coming. This is, DHS attorney, you can't even get them to email you. Before I even settle down all that, open my email, say, hey, attorney, actually what I meant was I hadn't taken time to review it. You think you could have clarified that with the court? Because I mean, I fired back. I was like, but that's something you could have clarified. Because But then I'm thinking I have to still pipe down because my client's case is still pending, and I can't, more colleague just go wild. But I'm telling you, I think he knew, because that you can feel this person you're dealing with. And then when you see, because I may not say something sometimes, but my facial expressions, shit. Okay, that's all. But that was resolved. So I'm glad that we're back to smiling this night, because it wasn't funny. Um, my EAD just expired, and my job has asked that I get the renewal or stuff. They don't care about your job cannot decide, make their own laws. That's what USCI says. It's very clear. So I'm not really sure what they mean by that's what the law is. That's what the policy is. So if your job is refusing that's, well, I won't say lawsuit, but I mean, come on. I just did I lose you guys? Okay. How long can I stay in an abusive marriage before filing for VA? There's no required time frame for you to be married to the person. What's most important is you've got evidence to support your case, and that you are alive and well to even file a case, rather than be in the place spending one more day in an abusive relationship. I sent in my EAD renewal application last week. Will I receive a new card, or is it automatically renewed? I'm not sure. What do you mean? Would you receive a new card? You mean that would they send you a new card, or the one you have is automatically renewed? If that's what your question asking, no, the one you have already has an expiration date on it, so it can be automatically renewed. What your receipt notice is going to help you do is, once you get the receipt notice, it would extend it, and USCIS is now back to 540 days. So it will extend your EAD for 540 days from the date of expiration, but you're going to get a new card. Asylum case was approved by immigration judge. Congratulations. But when I apply for I-485, USCIS scheduled me for another interview. Please, what are the questions for the interview? I-130 has been approved. I can't answer that question. If you have a lawyer in your case, that's something your lawyer has to discuss with you. Okay, let's go to TikTok. How's TJ? TJ's with his dad. We do. Hello, Miss Mackie. How are you? Any updates? I'm going to ask you that question every time. Summer term, my kids are on summer break. My college kid is going to be taking some summer classes. So TJ it's got a busy summer, but the one thing I look forward to about the summertime, because I have primary custody of my kids, and so during the school year, they're at the dad's every other week, whatever, we just, it works out. We'll work it out, whatever works for us. But primarily that's what it is for stability. But summertime we go 50-50, so week on, week off, and I always look forward to that. Y'all keep your judgment to yourself, because if this number is working all year round, yes. So take this with his dad. That's why the house is quiet. That's why my house is quiet. Good evening, and you can walk around here if you don't want to hear too much TMI. Then, but one of the things about being in the house by yourself is like you can do without clothes, if you know what I mean, and no one's going to question you. Because whenever I do some certain things in the house, here comes TJ's mouth. But why would you do that in the house that I'm paying mortgage? You're going to question me, the decisions I'm making in the house that I'm paying the mortgage in. But when he's with his dad, nobody's questioning my activities. That's it. Hello, Mr. Marcus. How are you? My week has been blessed so far. How about yours? Can't complain. Okay. Thank you. Ms. Marcus says, please don't repeat your questions because you ignore them. Absolutely. I fixed it. Okay, I fixed state through asylum. Now I'm a citizen. I can travel to my home country of origin. So you're asking, so you're saying you got your green card through asylum. Now you're a citizen, and can you not, based on the fact that you're now a citizen, can you return to your country of origin? Generally, yes. Disclaimer: general information. Don't say, just learning. I didn't say you should go back, but generally, once since you're now a citizen, generally, yes. Joy N, thank you for sharing. Will it affect me to apply for citizenship with unpaid traffic tickets? Yes, because that would have to do with, it's not about the ticket itself. It's about the fact that you have not paid the ticket. So that's going to border on your good moral character. That's been an issue that would most likely prevent them from approving if you have them unpaid at the time you apply for your citizenship. Can you upload documents while I-45 is pending? You can through your account. I usually say that there's a part where you can upload unsolicited documents, but just make sure you've got a cover letter that explains what it is. So, but if it's not something that you should upload, where you may still have a chance to present it. Like, for instance, if they schedule you for an interview, then you can always, take that with you. It just depends on the document, but generally you have the option of uploading while your case is still pending, but just depends on what it is that you're uploading. Love to hear. Thank you. How long does a tourist visa take to get approved? That's another question I can answer. That's an embassy thing. I have an H-1B status and a pending AOS and I-131. Can I travel without the AP and return on H-1B visa? General information, but generally, yes. An H-1B status is a dual intent status. One of the benefits for that is, unlike someone who is like on an F1 and has a pending AOS, if you travel without an AP, then you will be deemed to have abandoned your adjustment of status case, and you will have to come back in with your F1 visa stamp. On H-1B, on the other hand, you actually do not need an advanced parole. You can continue going in and out of the country with your H-1B visa, and it's not going to, and you're not going to be deemed to have abandoned your adjustment of status because you're using your H-1B visa to go in and out. That's one of the benefits of it being a dual intent visa. Okay. Sure, G. Repeating your question is actually going to make me not actually answer that. How long will an I-130 take to approve after filing by citizen parent for an unmarried child? Anything about how long? Processing times? Visit USCIS.gov/processing times. Okay. Yeah, it's just going to be, that's it. Let's see. Can I apply for a student visa for my nephew? I'm a citizen. The fact that you're a citizen doesn't make you eligible to apply to sponsor a student visa. That student visa is something they have to apply for on their own. Now, you can be the sponsor when they go to school to be able to help them out with tuition, but you don't sponsor someone on an F1 visa. That's something they apply for on their own. Okay. My son and I both filed I-130 and I-45 at the same time. One I-130 is approved. His I-45 has been approved. Still waiting on mine, unfortunately. The Jordans, is it based on on marriage, as in based on you marrying a citizen and that your husband filed for both of you? Because if that's the case, usually they would have to approve yours first before the stepchild can be approved. I'm hoping it was not an error. But it's not like they wouldn't approve yours. I'm just hoping it wasn't a case where they thought that was yours, they were approving first. Okay. Alicia, thank you for sharing. I live in Illinois. Can I apply into a different state for a quicker processing time? That's going to be, you're going to create a situation where USCIS would not have jurisdiction over your case. And if they find out that you're actually not living in the state that you claim to be living in, that's going to be present a problem for you, because you have to apply to, you have to submit your application based on your state of residency. Let's see. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Miss Tina. How are you? Hello, Mr. Mario. How are you? RFP for I-130 received was from a different field office. Does it mean the I-130 was transferred? That's another question I can answer, because not knowing what the full background was. So unless where you had initially interviewed was not where the field officer had jurisdiction over your case, but sometimes USCIS will direct you to send a response to a specific office. So if you're talking about field office, it may not necessarily be a field office in the abuse service center. But without seeing what you're talking about, I just can't speculate on that. Okay. James says, if I sent a form I-765 category C31 instead of C9, can I resubmit so I can get my work authorization? Yeah, you can. Yes, absolutely. Because you're not going to get a C31 until your right is approved. My cousin has a green card. Okay, so we're going from friends to cousin. Okay, let's see. My cousin has a green card. She has a 16-year-old daughter, but before that, her grandmother was looking after her daughter. The grandmother died, but my cousin was not reunited. She has not yet something in the documents. And I have a question. Can she bring her daughter to America with a passport? You mean a passport? How much? It's kind of. How do y'all get family members to tell you all this information about? Yeah, y'all just. I mean, how do you get them to give you all this information? I have cousins, they don't even like to share because they're like, I know Nigerian well, I can solve before we make plans. And that's true. I just for my own edification, like y'all know. But if you made a passport, then the daughter she cannot bring the daughter here with a passport. You have to get a visa, that whether it's a non-immigrant visa or an immigrant visa that allows you to gain entry to the United States. So I would say for your cousin to sit down with a lawyer to actually discuss her case. I'm sorry her grandmother passed away. So is that your grandmother too? Since you're cousins, right? But I mean, I would just say for her to meet with a lawyer and figure out what's the best option for her to bring her daughter here. Hello, Miss Avena. I was talking about your case to a colleague today, so just nobody knows everything. So for me, I always like to have confirmation, and he actually echoed what we talked about yesterday. And he says, yeah, just based on what it is, that it's going to feel scary, but that's what we got to do. Talking about Miss Avena. So Miss Avena her birthday is next week, Monday. Right, Miss Avena? Confirm for me, right? 27th. Yes, no? Where are you? Her birthday is next week, Monday. Y'all in your 30s just enjoying. When you come to, see, there's something about turning 40 that just makes you like, kote. Okay, yes. Anybody go she or so she. Like, when the point in my life where doesn't matter what you think of me, as long as my mind is at rest and at peace with God. Itoku carry. So Miss Avena's birthday is going to be Miss Eleanor Sanctuary. I may miss this by 1 or 2, so don't judge. I think Miss Eleanor Sanctuary's birthday is June 14, June 13, 14, 14. Finest Shandy is December. Ooh, it's December. That much I know. December it's Finest Shandy is December, because these are my girls. June 14. Finest Shandy is hey, my big because I knew it. December 22nd. Listen, the date was, I knew it was December. See, we'll try. Anyway, but Miss Avena's birthday is on Monday. And what I'm not supposed to say this, but what she wanted to do, one of the things she wanted to do to celebrate herself was to sponsor someone for a consultation on an immigration case. Y'all just you have to love this time we spent together, just because we're all rooting for one another. So that's one of the things she wanted to do for her birthday, to sponsor someone for a consultation so that you can have your case properly evaluated. And yes, we're celebrating her. But rather than have her spend her money, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually gift her that. Everybody's saying happy birthday in advance. I'm going to gift her that. And so she's going to choose someone to have a free consultation. She's not going to pay, and you're not going to pay, whoever it is, but she will choose someone. So if you want to win the free consultation, it's going to be 30 minutes. I'm not pushing, but yeah, it's not 1 hour. I don't love you that much. So be sure to contact me, Sabina, at Abena Knack. But she put it on Instagram, and please put it on Instagram and YouTube, so that you've got to contact her, and then she is going to make. I know it wasn't ideal. No, I don't make you cry. She is going to make the announcement of whoever wins the day after her birthday. So you've got exactly a week between now and we'll repeat it on. Thank you. That we'll put it on Thursday. So I'm not going to make her pay for someone. We're just going to celebrate her. But she is going to make the peak. So y'all ain't going to like Cecilia. No, you blame her. So that's it. But she'll make the peak, and you can win a free 30-minute consultation. Those who have had consultations with me know it's very in-depth, very, very thorough. And so if that's the case, yes, at Abena_DAC on Instagram. So go and follow her. Let me put it on here. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me put it, let's see. So it is at _. Okay. And that's on Instagram. Show. All right. So that's it on YouTube. So go. I hope I have it right. It is. So her birthday's on Monday. So we celebrate you in advance. And so that's what we're going to do. So I hope you're the one who wins it and be able to talk about your case. That's what we're going to do. All righty. USCIS just approved my 10 years permanent resident card since 2018. Oh my goodness. And they said I should look out for a letter. Okay. They just approved your 10 years on their website. I'm confused. So did they approve it, or is it going to be an interview? I'm not sure. I'm hoping you have a lawyer. Ask your lawyer to specify, or you can actually just send. If it's been approved, there's no reason why you're scheduling an interview. I'm not sure what you're asking me. Do we need, Bukola asked, do we need to pay for the employment authorization and parole now when filing for VAW on the new rule? No. VAW petitioners do not pay for filing fees for anything related to your VAW case. So there's no filing fee for VAW petitioners. Is it okay to travel on your AP? Yeah, gonna have to talk to your lawyer. Generally, as long as it's just about the unlawful presence, and you've got an AP that's valid, for the most part, you shouldn't have a problem. But please consult with your lawyer before you travel outside the country. I got my I-131 letter sent to me. It was approved. Do I have to call USCIS before I leave? No, you do not. But the approval of an I-131 is not the same thing as the I-512 travel document itself that's got your passport photo and signed by the service center director. So make sure you have that. The approval is not the I-512 document itself. Or if you had a combination card, then your card would say also serves as a re-entry permit I-512. Okay, let's see. If I'm married July, when is the right time to file for I-131? There's no time frame as far as after you get married. The main thing is that you've got evidence to support your case. Okay. My hubby just received I-485 approval letter without an interview. Does this mean the green card is? Well, generally, if you've got an approval letter, that basically would indicate that the green card interview has been waived. So if that's the case, congratulations to you and your husband. Let's see. Can you file for a VAWA before you? Okay, so I'm assuming you're asking, can you file for VAWA before you get a divorce? If that's your question, there's no requirement that you've got to divorce before you file for VAWA. Let's see. I want to go to college in Texas, but attorney says it's easier to apply in New York for student visa. I'm not sure why the state of residency matters, because it's still going to be the same USCIS, and it's based on if you have met the requirements of an F1 visa. I applied for my son over 21 since 2019, and I didn't hear anything after that till now. As long as your case is still within normal processing time, then you're just going to have to wait. Okay, all right, let's go to Instagram finally. I just wanted to go through TikTok and Facebook. What did I do now? Okay, there we go. All right, so if for those that's missing being on Instagram, I should have put it on Instagram. Let's see, let me put it on Instagram. Let's see. On IG. Let's see right here. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Today feels like Thursday. I hope I'm alone with this feeling. It feels like Thursday. It feels like we have done this week, because today I was at work really, and I was like, okay, today's Tuesday. I was like, what does it feel like? It actually feels like Thursday, because I was like, oh, the week just started. Because I usually take most Fridays off work, not off work. I work from home most Fridays, and I was like, okay, so am I still coming back this week? And I had to be like, why do I feel I'm not coming back? Like, oh no, Sister Lenny, yeah, your behind is coming back to work later in the week. Yeah, it's just Tuesday. You got 2 more days since you go to the office. Yeah. So once again, we represent immigration clients in all 50 states. 334-341-4775, info@olalayalawfirm.com. Olalayalawfirm.com is our website. We'll be glad to discuss your case with you. Okay, let's see. The victories are good, and just another thing that just came up. If when in doubt, I always tell people, I could be your second opinion, I could be your first opinion. It doesn't matter. You can always get a second opinion. But when in doubt, please make sure you try to find information on about your case. I had a client who had been told by her attorney that her case had been approved over 2 years ago. No approval notice, no C31 EAD, no EAD based on I-45. I-45 still pending. And try to get this person to give her update to no avail. This is not down any attorney, nothing. That's not, I'm just saying that understand that this has to do with your life. You've got to be proactive on your own. Finally came over to us, did it for a review of her records to see what's going on with her records, what's the holdback and all that. And come to find out that the case was not actually approved. Her case just recently got approved. What was it, Friday? When based on my research and all that, just going through and it's sorting through the whole record, and just having that email from her saying, you know what, you're just a blessing. So now we're filing an EAD. Now I emailed Vermont Service Center, just trying to make sure that she's got some resolution in her case. So be proactive in your case. Just be proactive and just know what needs to be done. Ask questions. A lot of people tell me, well, I can't ask my questions because they're not very, very accommodating. You're paying us to represent you. Yes, we have a lot. It's a highly pressurized job. And I've got you, and as an attorney, I have to set boundaries with clients because, if not, you will never have a life. But it doesn't mean that I still don't owe you that updates in your case, to know what's going on in your case, to even know, milestones that happen in your case. So just so just looking at something that just reminded me of that case. So please do that. I'll book an appointment this week by Gus. Okay. Looking forward to that. Hello, Mr. Kelvin. Shalafia Lewa. Honolulu this year. I mean, end up there, you never know. I mean, because or 2 months ago, I just got over and went to Bahamas. You never know. I love traveling. I really do. Canada, that's one place I have not been to. I haven't seen it in person. I want to get to Niagara Falls. I haven't seen it in person. I've seen it on TV, no, I need to get there in person. So, hello, Miss Tina. As VAWA changed the two-step application when married to a U.S. citizen. What do you mean two-step application? Let's see. How can you stay on green card before you? How can you stay on green card before you for 10 years? Can you rephrase? How can you stay on conditional green card before you file for 10 years? How long? Okay. Thank you for how long? I mean, it just depends on the basis on which you're filing for the 10 years. Are you filing jointly? If you're filing jointly with your spouse, then the earliest you can file your I-751 is going to be 90 days before your second year anniversary on conditional residency. If you're filing a self-petition, either based on abuse, divorce, extreme hardship, death, you can file it at any time after you get your conditional residency card. Can you be deported if you have a work permit? I have applied for VA, but they haven't made decisions yet. They only gave me a work permit. Absolutely, you can be placed in deportation proceedings even if you have a green card. So work permit doesn't prevent you from. I mean, it shows that you have something pending, but it doesn't prevent you from being placed in remote proceedings if there's a reason to. My green card was approved on, I think, and we talked about, I think it was, Dado, didn't you say it was Thursday? How many weeks? I can't tell you how long it's going to take. You're just going to have, you'll get updates. It will go from, we ordered your new card, we approved your case, we mailed your card, the post office picked up mail containing your card. And so once you get to that picked up mail containing your card, then depending on how where you live, it's usually sent by priority mail. Let's see. Can a convicted felon apply for citizenship? If so, what type of felony qualifies for citizenship? That's a question. That's not a yes or no question. That's something you sit down with a lawyer to discuss. After a marriage-based interview with USCIS, do you get approved immediately? No, not necessarily. Depends on how your case goes. Depends on the officer. Depends on there's some cases that before we even left the parking lot in the USCIs, there's an alert and approval. There's some cases you're going to have to wait a year or two. It just depends. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Vanessa. Can I file for naturalization with an expired green card? Absolutely. When you file for naturalization, your receipt notice for naturalization actually is going to extend your green card if it's expired for an additional 2 years while your naturalization application is pending. So yes, you can. Can I file a VAW but I have no evidence? You think you have no evidence, but you may actually have evidence that you just haven't had that evaluated. So to know whether or not you're going to qualify, make a consultation with a lawyer and tell them about your case and let the attorney tell you whether or not you've got a case. Don't just write yourself off and like, well, I don't have police report. I don't have, photos of injuries. You don't need police report. You don't need photos of injury. 95% of not 97% of my cases are non-physical abuse. So, and then I've got even more of male VAW petitioners than female. So a lot of myth goes with VAW cases. You just have to educate yourself. And that's one of the reasons I do this. So at least you've got that information, the basic information that you can build on. Is it unlikely to get an interview for your green card after VAW approval? Hardly do they schedule interviews for after you've gotten a VAW approval, but they do sometimes, especially when there's a reason for them to schedule. Usually it's something that has to do with the past. If you've got a previous case that was filed, if there's something that you had indicated in your application for your non-immigrant visa, but whenever I have a client that's scheduled for an interview when it's VAW related, I start to research and look through their file, like, okay, what could it be? That's usually because that, and then there's some field offices that just by routine will schedule an interview just because they do that for all marriage-based cases. So, is joint tax returns a requirement for citizenship application? If you're filing based on 3 years and still in marital union, that's one of your strongest evidence, supporting evidence. If you're filing based on 3 years, based because you filed a VAW case based on 5 years by yourself, tax returns is more about your good moral character than about the marriage. So it just depends on either way. You still need it, but it depends on what part of naturalization requirement it's going to be useful for. Look at me rolling that YouTube screen. Okay. Attorney gives you updates and a copy of your file. That's standard. We sent out about, I think it was 14 cases today. You know how you do a whole lot of work like that and like, okay, more loss. But my point is, and I usually tell my clients, once you send out your case, give us 48 hours. Every single one of those 14 clients that the cases went out today have received a copy of their file and they're tracking the link to their tracking information. You get everything. We don't now. If you ask us, like, I don't have a copy of file, I'm going to send you the email with saying, like, you have a copy of it, you just didn't download it. Because it's your life. You need to know what's going on with your life. There's no reason for you to wait to ask us for it. We should be. That's part of what you pay for. Here is evidence that we've sent your case. Here is how you can track your case. Let us know if you have any questions. That's just how it goes. What documents will I get if I'm married green card holder, and how soon will I get them after submission? That's what you get if you're eligible to apply for your green card. Then you're eligible to apply for work permit and what's it called, advanced parole. But I will tell you right now, I think USCIS is working on cases for those married to green card holders who were filed back in September of last year. So the priority date is not current. So my point is, you cannot do a concurrent filing. What is the step to file for adoption in Nigeria? You're going to need a Nigerian family law attorney to help you out on that. Okay, hustlers_join says, Miss Abena, I sent you a request to follow you on Instagram. Please accept so that you can get my message. Oh, she already responded. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let me see. I think we have more questions here. Yes, her Instagram username is on the screen still. Instagram, yes, not YouTube. She's on YouTube, but y'all figure it out. Hello, Miss Christina. How are you? Shalafia Lewa. Okay. Is it normal for a year to pass and no prima facie? It's not like it's normal, but ever blessed, if you have an attorney, ask them to email the Vermont Service Center. So are you, because listen, I've got hundreds of clients. I cannot possibly remember everybody's case. Just, I try as much as I can, but I'll tell you that if you text me, if you email me and say, hey, I need an update on your case, I would know, as long as I know who you are. I would tell you this is the update on your case. And we try. Another thing we do in our firm is we follow with clients every other month. So we don't do it every month. We do it every other month because it's going to be excessive. But then there's some clients who say, hey, don't email me until you actually have an update for us. So we just touch base with you every other month and say, hey, by the way, we know nothing has, there's no update in your case, but we just wanted to let you know we haven't forgotten about you. We're still monitoring your case. You let us know if you have any questions. That's just that. So I say that to say this. If you have been waiting a year and you have no prima facie, you've got an attorney in your case, one of the good things of having an attorney, especially in a case like that, is we've got access to email directly to the Vermont Service Center that we can send on behalf of a client. So if I have a client who 7 months we haven't received a prima facie, I send them an email. Hey, by the way, we sent this in 7 months ago. We still don't have a prima facie. Can you let me know if your office has issued one? If not, when should we expect one? I don't even ask them, are you going to know? I'm expecting that you will, because I think we've submitted everything that should justify you sending us that. So that's what I would say to do. If you hopefully you have an attorney in your case. If you do not, then physically send them a letter with proof of your identification, and they will respond to you. Okay, we're still on this cousin issue. All right, so, okay, can she bring the daughter to America with a parole and reunite here with her? No, the parole is for your cousin. It's not for her to be able to bring somebody else. Thank you, Miss Christiana. Is it safe to travel with only DACA if you have never left the United States? As long as you've got your, I would assume you've got your advanced parole for the specific reason. And so if you've got that, I can't tell you whether it's safe or not, but if they approve you for your specific reason, because that's what advanced parole is for, I would assume that you should be fine coming back in. Can I file for VAR if I'm still staying with my spouse? Absolutely. Spouse submitted I-130, was reviewed 288 days ago. I'm Canadian. It is taking long. Can I come to US? Apply for I-45 and adjustment of status. Same day of my arrival in the US. No, you cannot do it on the same day. My sister. Okay, we're going from cousin to sister. Y'all just kill me. My sister has a mistake in her citizenship. Yeah, how did y'all just even know this? Really? Because I have a sister. I've never seen my sister's naturalization certificate. I've just never. Because my sister knows I'm an immigration attorney. So, but anyway, they put Nigeria. Correct one is Niger. Can she apply for the passport? She has to wait. The correction is going to be necessary. And I'm laughing because USCIS does that BS all the time. Representing so many Nigerians. I can't tell you how frustrating it is. We get an EAD we've been waiting so long for. I open it and it says Niger. Is Niger or is it Niger? Is it Niger? In Niger. And for whatever reason, they cut out the IA. Like, y'all, you not understand that these are two different countries. Two entirely different countries. So, and then, we look at it like, oh, shoot. Now we've got to send it back and wait and not them in. Or a VAR receipt notice comes, and on the VAR page, second page says Niger rather than Nigeria or Niger, right? And I'm like, and I look at it, now you start to doubt yourself. I look at the petition, the whole file, like, no, Nigeria la fisibe now. Like, why are we cutting out IA? Like, what's going on? But it would be best for her to wait for the correction. USCIS has updated online that they're no longer going to transfer VAT intakes. Yes, and I think we put it on our page as well to Vermont, and all intakes will be in Nebraska. Could that help speed up things? That's the plan. We're going to wait to see how that goes. Okay. His family's mostly closely like, okay. All right. Do I need an attorney to renew my work authorization? Generally, you don't. You can do it yourself. Yeah. Can I still file for advanced parole to travel after already receiving my EAD? Yes. I got my green card in 2021, got a divorce in 2023. Can I remarry as a green card holder 2024 to a new spouse and file for her? Any red flags with this condition with USCIS? Absolutely. Red flags screaming and shouting from the mountains up. The law is that as long as you're still a green card holder, you can remarry. You cannot file for a new spouse. Since it looks like you got your green card through marriage. If you do, then you're going to have to prove your case twice. You're going to have to prove once again that the marriage through which you got your green card was a genuine marriage, bona fide marriage. So it's like proving your case all over again. Once you have done that, then you prove that the marriage to the person you just married is a good fit marriage. I'm about to 02. Again, can be in question. And the ferry marry. She back in the day, your ex-wife in the ferry marry. Let me see the answer. Let me go down. Let's see. What's the answer? I already know the answer, but let's see if you'll confirm it. Are you remarrying your ex-spouse? If that's the case, that's like 200 million red flags added to it. So please don't wait until you become a citizen. Then you want to become a citizen, that doesn't apply to you anymore. You can remarry, but don't file. File when you become a citizen. But if you feel you're able to prove that your marriage was the marriage through which you got your green card was genuine, then that's fine. You just be ready that USCIS will scrutinize the heck out of your case. just to be on the safe side. Oh, the answer is we were. Okay, before with one kid. You're not married. Okay, but you had a kid. Okay. The shop we're married. But you get to say traditional marriage only. I know I'm messing. Because y'all think the one about USCIs showing up with people naked was a joke. I do skits, but my skits usually are based on true stories. Because sometimes, like I am 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. No, it's not only my ear. No, we're all going to sit now and figure this out together. Because it's interesting because I've heard it all. I'm telling you, I've heard it all. But at the end of the day, the goal is for all of us to just succeed, and that's the goal. We have a common goal. But I would say I'm up. I just wait to become a citizen. How long is asylum processing now? 200 years. It's taking forever. I'm telling you, it's taking forever. Just have a kid for you. Okay, I'll take your word as is. Oh, the way you speak your face. Are you trying to be funny? I sent you a DM. Please respond when you have a minute. My assistant will respond to you. I don't do DMs. That's why I hire people to do. And if you're asking immigration questions, ask it now. Because when she responds to you, she's going to tell you to schedule consultation. So ask your question now. But because Lydia is only on, but she will get to either tonight or tomorrow. But it would be best for you, now that you have me, ask your question so we can address that. It's going to be general answer, but ask it now because she'll just tell you you've got to pay. So let's get the question while we have like 2-3 minutes more. Baby mom, Mrs. just in the room playing with the baby. No, that was a real story. That one was like, 𝒊𝒎𝒎𝒊𝒈𝒓𝒂𝒏𝒕. Like what else? Even for me. There's only so much argument I can make. That's like, okay, no, I ain't gonna push my luck in this one. Oh wait, you, I'm what he's going to. Jesus has to come down for this one and make the argument for him. I ain't doing it. No, I'm not doing it. I will push my luck. But at the end of the day, even in spite of those crazy scenarios, I'm one attorney who's still going to, unless there's something crazy. I still would take the risk and let's say, hey, let's try it again. And let's just see, because you never know. How do I file for VA case with an I-130 if my spouse has no green card? What do you mean your spouse has no green card? How do you have an I-130? How did you file an I-130? Thank you. Can she apply an I-130 for her mom? Yes. I would say for her to just wait for that to be corrected. Being a citizen, you can file for your parent. No comment. I'm just saying now. I'm very questioning. Okay? It's not only me. Okay. All right, people. Can I go ahead to file for my daughter as a green card holder and hold on to marrying this year? Yes, you can, Amaba. You can do that. Have you always declared that you have a daughter, though? You've always declared that you have a child. Like when you filed for your marriage case, your child's name was listed as required by those forms. Yes? No? I hope you did. If you know, then you're fine. And then once you become, it may still be pending for a while. Perfect. So maybe you can go ahead and do that. It may be pending for a while, but once if your case is still pending, once you become a citizen, notify USCIs, because then that takes your daughter from an F2A category to immediate relative, and that should speed up your case. Okay, you're welcome, Koda. Filing adjustment of status green card based on asylum, what it will need, because I don't have set fees. So fees are discussed in the paid consultation. I don't know anything about your case. That's why I do consultations and I evaluate your case, know exactly what I'm going to eventually have to encounter. So I cannot give you fees. You will not find fees on my website because I cannot have fees when everybody's case is different. I applied for VAS since February 2021 and it was approved March 2024. Congratulations. Still waiting on the C31 EAD. What's likely happening to the EAD, though they already request for I-693 for my I-45. Felix, the first thing you need to do is, if you have an attorney, then I'm assuming they've given you a copy of your file. Look through your file, your I-360 to be precise. If you did not check the box that says, I want an employment authorization sent to me upon approval, you're not getting a C31 EAD. You're going to have to file one, a file for one. You would only get the C31 automatically issued to you if you checked yes on page 14, I believe it is, on the I-360 application. So if you did not check that box, you're not getting a C31 EAD. So look in your petition and make sure that I'm talking about the one that was sent to USCIS. Make sure that box was checked. If you have an attorney on the case and they can confirm that that box was checked, then let them email USCIS and ask them why you haven't received a C31 EAD. And if you got your approval and your I-360 case number did not ever reflect, we ordered a new card, that kind of indicates that maybe that box was not checked. So it's not automatic if you did not check that box. It's only automatic if you selected yes. Can someone who came into the country legally file for asylum? Absolutely. You don't have to be here legally. You don't have to come in through the border before you file for asylum. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you as always for joining. I appreciate it each and every day. It is always refreshing coming together, celebrating one another, and giving you information and being more knowledgeable and educated about immigration ins and outs, right? And once again, we're celebrating Miss Avena's birthday coming up on Monday. So if you okay, since we ordered a new card, then that means they sent you a card. If you never received it, then I'm hoping you have an attorney in your case. If you don't, then you have to contact them yourself and say you never received your card, and they may send it, they send it to you or something. But so Miss Avena's birthday is on Monday. She is going to make a selection of someone who is going to get a free 30-minute consultation. She'll make the announcement next week, Tuesday, a week from today, God willing, and just in celebration of a wonderful, wonderful young woman. And thank you as always for always joining us. My prayer is that every single time we come together, just as God has continuously done, that we would always have reasons to celebrate one another. And at the end, that each and every one of us, that our expectations will not be cut short, it will not be cut off, that God will meet us at the very point of our needs. There are a lot of things that we deal with, especially when we have children, because you want the best for them. But the one thing I've come to understand in life is, and that was something I had to deal with over the weekend, and I had to remind myself, if I'm trying to find a solution to this, it is going to keep me up at night. It's going to drive me insane. But when I continue to remind myself, it's not about me trying to figure it out. It's about me believing that I've got a higher power, that is God, who is able to figure out things on my behalf. I just leave it at the altar of grace and just know that he's got me. And so in this immigration journey, just leave it at do your part, but leave it everything at the feet of mercy, and know that God's got you. We haven't come this way, far away land for us to fail. Thank you, everyone. I will see you guys on Thursday. Don't forget to follow Miss Avena on Instagram and send her a friend request, and she will make that announcement next week, Tuesday. Have a blessed night. Bye, everybody.